Hello YouTube! Now you remember several years ago I laid my hands on this particular mic. I even tried to make a review of it. I didn't do a very good job. I held the mic in my hand, it was very shaky, I did terrible noise removal. In other words, I really didn't represent that mic very well. Now, till this day, that particular review is still getting quite a lot of hits, as well as, of course, comments telling me how badly I did. My primary concern is I didn't want to misrepresent the mic shown in the video, that is the CAD U3 USB condenser microphone, which is why today I'm gonna actually, well, sort of redo the review. It's several years late, but hey, at least there's correct information out there. So without further ado, let us jump right into the re-review of the CAD U3 USB studio condenser microphone. This is 0612 TV.
Welcome aboard.
Hello and welcome to this episode of 0612 TV. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna review this mic once again from scratch as if I didn't actually buy it like 4 years ago. I mean, yeah, we're gonna actually walk through the entire process of, a full-blown review. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover what's in a box. We're gonna cover the actual hardware itself before moving on to actually looking at the audio quality that this mic can produce. In all honesty, I'm not even sure if you can actually still find this mic in stores, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere online, secondhand perhaps. Since the first review video is still continuously getting hits, I thought I should really, do a better job than I did the first time. But alright, enough waffling, let us jump right into part 1. So we start off with a look at the hardware itself. You don't really get a lot in a box. You get the mic itself, you get a little mounting stand, and you get a USB cable. Do note that there is no pop filter inside the package. If you want a pop filter, you're gonna have to get it separately. So moving on to the actual build quality, I've been using this product since 2010, it's 2014 now, it's been 4 years. Well, it's still holding together, so I guess that counts for something. And while the assurance that the product won't fall apart in 3 days is, I guess, a pretty good thing, it must be noted that the build quality of both the stand and the mic itself can only be considered average. The stand itself is actually a little bit difficult to finagle with. The legs are actually made of plastic and they're designed to be collapsible. The thing is, fiddling with those legs don't inspire a lot of confidence. Sometimes you feel that, am I gonna break something? At some point you expect more resistance, at some point you expect less, and it just doesn't feel right when you're, trying to collapse it. If what you're doing doesn't require you to bring the mic around, then you might not face this problem. You can just keep the stand open all the time and just have it standing wherever you want it to stand. The stand also comes with an extending vertical bit, so what that means is you can mount your mic on the stand itself and you can still adjust its height. That part is made of metal, so that's nice, but the little nut used to hold it in place doesn't seem to do its job very well. Of course, personally, I'm a bit wary of over-tightening that particular nut. Obviously, if you over-tighten it and break it, that pretty much makes the entire stand useless. So yeah, with regard to the stand, I'll say it works. It just doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. Moving on to the mic itself, the build quality of the mic is also average. Within the first year of using it, it should be perfectly fine, but now that I've used it and abused it for a while, the actual grill of the mic has actually rusted. Now, being not a radio DJ, I don't put my face up against the grill, so that is a good thing, but still, I would prefer if it didn't rust. Also, the body of the mic has actually gone a little bit sticky. I'm not sure if that's just the material degrading, or if I just didn't take good care of it. So yeah, that is less than desirable, but I mean, it doesn't really affect the operation of the mic itself, so I guess that's a good thing. Having said all that, at least none of these things actually affect the actual operation of the mic, which I guess is pretty good consolation. Use of the mic is actually very simple. Seeing as that this mic is USB, all you have to do is plug and play. There are 2 switches in the front of the mic that allow you to either turn on or off both a low cut filter as well as a negative 10 dB reduction. Personally, I have the low cut filter off. It's actually designed to filter out some noise, things like wind noise, but I'm recording in a room, so I don't really need it. I have the negative 10 dB cut on because it just happens to sound better, and I'm extremely loud, so yeah, it comes in handy. Both these switches do exactly what you expect them to do. They do their job well, but I'm sure what you're really concerned about is the actual audio quality. So let's jump right into taking a look at that. First and most importantly, do take note that what you're hearing right now is actually being recorded by this mic. I mean, yeah, that's how it sounds. It sounds pretty good. Now the thing is, my current setup is actually less than optimal. I'm a little bit too far away from the grill of the mic, and as a result, I have to speak loudly. In addition, what I'm doing is I actually have to do some amount of post-processing to sort of make the audio feel out better. So what you're hearing right now is actually slightly modified audio. What I've done is I've actually gone ahead to do a compression, some bass boosting, as well as noise removal, just to get rid of any more ambient room tone. If you're interested to hear the actual raw output coming from this microphone, well, you're about to hear it right now. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually slowly reducing the post-processing I've added to this audio, so what you're hearing right now is actually the raw audio coming out of the mic. In all honesty, it's not very different from the modified audio except the fact that it's softer. In the interest of letting you hear what I have to say, I'm going to actually amplify this piece of audio. Do note that none of the effects I normally add are actually running right now. So yeah, this is the raw audio coming out of the mic. Do note that I am still not very close to the grill of the mic, and any echoes or, not so nice sound you're hearing right now is because of my room setup. But there is a way to actually show off the true power of this mic, and that is to go up close against the grill. However, my current setup doesn't really allow me to do that. I'm gonna have to lean over, it's not gonna look very nice, which is why we're gonna cut away to a different point in time where I'm seated at a different position, and I'll show you how much better this mic can do when you're up close to the grill. Hello again. Now the reason why we've actually shifted ourselves here is so that I can give you a demo of what things sound like when you're really up close to the mic. Of course, such a setup is ideal when you're doing things like voiceovers, or if you want to do something like, in a radio DJ kind of style. And what's really cool about this setup is that, well, it captures your voice really well. Similar to what things were like before the break, what you're hearing right now has not been edited in any way. Since I'm so much closer to the microphone, I don't even need to actually really amplify the audio. In other words, what you're hearing right now is 100% raw audio coming out of the mic. So yeah, that's how well this mic sounds when you give it favorable conditions. By being up close means I drown out a lot of noise, and that I can actually take full advantage of the proximity effect. As you can see, I'm not really talking directly into the grill, because if I do that, I might actually introduce some popping sounds. There you go, I can see it clipping already. So of course, this mic still has its limitations. You don't want to hear, wind noises like I'm trying to create now. Which is why what I do is, even if I want to record this close to the mic, I angle my mouth a little bit off the grill. I also have this little noise reduction sock. If you're interested to find out more about this, check out the video annotation on screen. That will bring you to a video where I talk more about this. But the thing I really want to emphasize at this point is how good this audio sounds. I mean, this is radio DJ levels of quality. And what this means is, as long as you give this mic the correct conditions, you can actually get really good audio out of it. And there you have it. That is the CAD U3 USB condenser microphone. Personally, I believe this mic is great for the hobbyists. If you're not doing anything super serious like radio, this mic is probably all you ever need. If you intend to eventually do something more serious, this mic is still a good starting point. It does take some time to find both a good set of settings as well as a good quiet environment to record in, but once you get into the flow of things like I have, you'll be getting good audio out of this mic pretty much all the time with minimal effort. I've been using this for 4 years. Pretty much anything I've done since 2010 has been recorded with this mic. You can see the audio quality of my videos change over the years as I experiment with different settings and different setups. So yeah, my final verdict is this mic does its job and does it well. You just need to take a little while to understand how this mic works, And when you do, you will see great results with minimal effort. That pretty much wraps it up for this review. As always, if you have any comments, queries, or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out the official Twitter account for this channel at twitter.com/0612TV. As always, I appreciate every like, favorite, and subscription you give me. But until next time, you're watching 0612TV.